Hey people, Jacob here at Sutherland Chevrolet in Nicholasville, Kentucky, and I'm here today on this beautiful Monday to show you our 2019 GMC Elevation. I'm going to walk around the outside here, give you a tour of the interior as well, and kind of point out anything I notice that's any kind of imperfections, scratches, dents, dings, things like that. So first off, just looking here, there's a little scrape down there, something touched that corner there. You can also see on the front bumper here, there are, maybe 1,000 rock chips, So lots of little rock chips. That happens a lot on these painted bumpers. And unfortunately, if something's putting miles on the highway, there's probably not much of a way around it other than to get some kind of paint protection film over that when it's new. So that's what I would recommend if that bothers you. And you'll see, some more rock chips up here. That I think is just bird. And this needs another bath. Let's see, some more rock chips over here. A couple little ones on the hood, but the hood's not bad at all. You'll see here there's some wax in that crease that'll come out with wash. The wheel looks good over here on the driver's side. Door looks good. You'll see some little rock chips still. Some more rock chips here. Now I don't even know if some of these are even picking up in the camera, but that's just some wax that needs to be wiped off. Back, I'm seeing. See, that's just dirt. Just dirt. Just dirt. You'll see, and I'm noticing it here on this plastic piece, in the wheel well. You'll see like this white. That's not, I'm gonna wet my finger here. See, that's not coming off at all. And so I don't know if that will come off. I don't know if it'll wash off, but wetting it and rubbing it doesn't seem to be doing much to it other than just making it temporarily darker. You'll see there's a little bit more of that right here, but it does seem to be coming off, so maybe that's just dirt. Yeah, okay. Back bumper looks good. A couple little scratches right here. Other than that, little nick right there on the back of the tailgate. Probably let it down on something. Show you the bed. It's got a drop-in liner there, so not a whole lot to see, but looks good. Yeah, and see, you'll see like that's not rubbing off. It's almost like something's rubbed up against it or something. So I don't know if it's gravel and it was, had gravel hitting it over and over and over again, pelting it, and maybe that, because you can almost feel it. It's like textured in a way. So don't really know what to do about that, but a lot of this up here is just like dirt and it's rubbing off. So, and you'll see that same effect down there right here along the outside of this. Passenger rear door looks pretty good. A couple little rock chips, two small ones down there. I think this door just needs to be washed again. There might be like one little rock chip right there, maybe a couple under it there, but I'm pretty sure those are dirt. Yeah, that was just dirt. And you'll see that like white effect here. Let me get out of the way. Let me get my big body out of the way. Down there as well. And this wheel, is that dirt or is it scuffed? I think that's just something on it. Yeah, that'll come off. It just needs to be washed again. I guess I missed while I was looking at the body, the other wheels. Yeah, they all look good. Little tiny scuff right there next to the tire. But other than that, maybe a little one down here too. You see that? Oh, something I missed. Up here, this corner on the passenger side, you got a couple little spots right there where something tapped it right there maybe. But it's not dented, creased, or anything like that. I mean, there's no evidence of anything, you know, denting it. It's just, normally I'm pretty good about telling, like, hey, if something was popped out there. But if something was, you know, if someone tried to pull out a dent there, you would absolutely be able to tell. And something else I'm noticing, right down here where this area is, where that's not going to rub off, you got this down here. Hopefully that's showing up in the camera. It should, yeah. A couple little scrapes there. So, by all means, it's not perfect on the exterior, but you know, it's a 2019, which probably means it was purchased closer to 2018. So it is, you know, a 5-year-old vehicle in a way. 4-year-old year model though. And let me switch to a wider lens, that way it's kind of easier to see. Interior looks good. I'll show you the back here too. The back looks like no one's ever been in it. There's your cup holders. You got hidden storage back here in the rear seats as well on both sides. And I'll get in. Start it up here. There we go. Air conditioning's going crazy. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Because it knows it's getting hot. Everything here looks really good. Of course, it's got the bench in the middle, so you can raise this up, and that gives you a 6th seat. You guys also got some storage underneath it, which is really nice. To bring that seat down, you've got a little pull here. So it's kind of locked into place the way it is, but if you pull this pull, it'll come right down. So, just to go over some things on the inside here, all your window controls are right down here. You got a window lock to keep people from messing with the windows. That's this guy right here that I pressed. Your mirror adjustments are right above that, so you select your mirror here, make the adjustment underneath. You'll see it moving there. And of course, your locks and unlocks are right up here. Your door release is here. Over here now, you've got your 4-wheel drive selector, which on these new body styles, you've got them where they're push button. So it used to be that you turn the little wheel or knob. Now it's the push buttons. So if I wanted to go into, you know, 4 high, I press 4 high, 4-wheel drive shift in progress, and then I'm in 4 high. So pretty nice. I'm going to go back to 2 high though, because we don't really need 4-wheel drive right now. And then over here, of course, you've got your you know, your trailering mode, and you got like a sport driving mode as well. And then underneath that, you've got all your lighting controls down here. So your fog lamps, the lamp on the back of the cab, your interior lighting controls are right here. They're not going to do anything right now, but I promise at night they actually work. And then underneath that, you've got your like exterior lighting controls, which I just leave on auto and let it do its thing. On your steering wheel, you got your cruise control over here. That is your heated steering wheel, which is very nice. Of course, your horn. And then on the right side of the steering wheel, you got all these things here, all these buttons to show you different information up on the digital information center and the gauge cluster. So it can show you all kinds of stuff: tire pressure life, oil life, you know, fuel range, of course, air filter life now. So they're pretty fancy. I'm going to put it back to where it's showing the speed that you're going. And then also on the front of the steering wheel here, you got a button to answer phone calls, as well as bring up the voice assistant on your phone. and then this button will hang up on phone calls. On the back of the steering wheel, you've also got buttons. Let me see if I can show you those. So you got 2 on this side and 2 on this side. And on the right side, they turn the volume up and down on the stereo. I'll turn it back down there, show you that. And then on the right side, they go through your different like saved stations on the radio, your memorized stations, your favorites. So cool stuff. Of course, behind the left side buttons for that, you've got your this little stem here for your wiper blades. So of course you can spray and all that stuff. Pretty standard equipment. You press this button down here to start the vehicle, so it's push to start. And then over here, you've got your infotainment system. So I'm gonna go home here, but of course you got audio, which takes you to the radio. There are no CD players anymore, so you'll have to just forget that those ever existed. And then like phone, we can connect your phone. Looks like someone named Ben was already in here playing with it. We'll go back to audio real quick, FM, like when your phone's connected. Of course you got Bluetooth, AM. Doesn't look like this vehicle supports Sirius radio. That's a common thing. Of course, you can go over here, press the sound button, equalize everything, change the fade and balance. The vehicles do offer Wi-Fi now. Of course, you got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can bring up the camera at the press of a button if you'd like to, but also, we'll go back home and I put the vehicle in reverse. Boop. So now I'm in reverse and the camera comes on like you'd expect. What I really like is these little lines here. I'll move the camera there so you can see those better, but they follow the steering wheel as I move it. So it really helps when trying to figure out, you know, where the vehicle's gonna go when you're trying to get into a parking spot and things like that. And that helps me a lot because I'm kind of klutzy. And then down here, you've got all your HVAC controls, your heated seats, of course, you got for both sides. So on the outside, you got back and bottom. On the inside, you just got back. And they'll start at their highest setting there. You'll see all 3 lights lit up. And then as you press them, they'll go down from a medium to low to off. Underneath that, you've got, they call this like the piano keys area here. This button will turn off the auto stop start functionality. If you're not familiar with auto stop start, the vehicles now, they will shut the engine off sometimes at stoplights and stop signs to save a little bit of extra fuel. They say it saves you about 1 mile per gallon in average driving. But that is a feature that if you don't want it to shut off at stop signs or stoplights, you can turn that off right here. The beauty of it is as though once it's stopped, as you let your foot off the brake pedal, the engine will start right back up. It's got a heavy duty starter there to support that. We haven't had any issues with it in service, which has been great. They've been using them for what, I think 7 years now, somewhere around there. So it's been very reliable technology for us, but everybody's going to that. So Toyota, Honda, Dodge, or Chrysler, Ford, everybody's going to that. So good luck getting away from it if you don't like it. But it's beautiful that they're allowing you to turn it off here. So this button will release the tailgate. This button, of course, brings your hazards on. And then your traction controls here. And then this is a hill descent controller. To my understanding, that's if you're trying to like go down a grade, where it's got an automatic transmission, you would be able to go at like very low speeds, and this allows you to do that, to my understanding. Underneath that, you've got USB-C, USB-A, and then this outlet here, you know, the circular outlet. And then, yeah, I showed you the storage. Showed you got there here. You also got this upper storage that I didn't even mention. Little places in here with clips on them to keep your card. Looks like we could have cleaned that up a little better. We'll get to that. Of course, up here, you can see my beautiful face. Well, some of it. Another mirror there. Oops. Wasn't quite clicked in there. There we go. And then your OnStar buttons are all up here. There's me again. But these crew cabs are huge cabs, so you'll have plenty of space back there. I'm going to hop on out here. Again, this is Jacob at Sutherland Chevrolet. This is our 2019 red hot GMC Elevation. If there's anything I can do, I'm going to switch the lens here real quick. If there's anything I can do, you can reach me here on my cell phone at 859-492-1137. Again, that's 859-492-1137. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.